Let me tell you something. A few years ago, I used to care about what people thought about me. I used to look for validation. I used to run my mouth, talk my business, let people in on what I got going on, my next move, my best move. And I realized I was doing the dumb dirty to myself, telling people my business. And I realized, shut up. They just want to know what you got going on so they can either talk about you or copy you. See, I also realized that my vision and my dreams and my goals wasn't their visions, wasn't their dreams, and wasn't their goals. See, I used to look at people like, hey, can you tell me if I okay, when I was a fat girl. When I used to go into the store, I was very complexed about my stomach. Even though I was a big girl, I was very complexed about my stomach. So I used to hide it by buying bigger clothes. And one day I will never forget it. This was like in 2010. And I needed some clothes for, I think it was something for to go out or something. It's been so long, but I know I had to go out. And I remember going into the store to go and buy something. And I was in the plus size section. And I was like, they had this lady and she was way bigger than me, but her confidence was everything. So I'm just looking and I'm looking at what she looking at, and I'm like, wow, she gonna wear that? That's exposing a lot. I like to cover myself up, but what she was looking at was really revealing. So I said, you gonna wear that just out the blood? I said, you gonna wear that? And she was like, girl, yeah, I'm gonna wear this. So I was looking at what I was looking at, and I'm like, damn, I wish my confidence was on point like that. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up the same exact outfit, right, that she had. And I went to the dressing room. Now, this is where the reality check took place with me. She said, girl, before I got to the dressing room, because we was going to the dressing room together because she was going to try on it and I was going to try it on. And what I had, I put what I had with, what I had, I brought it in the dressing room. So I tried on both outfits. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror with the outfit that I picked out. And I'm like, oh, this is big. Even though I'm big, I was 367. I'm like, even though I'm big, it's my stomach. I can't camouflage it. So my shirt, I got it big. And I would always tie my shirts on the side. That's just my signature thing, to just tie my shirts on the side. I don't care what it is, or in the front. I just like that. And pop a couple of buttons and have me on a little cameo or whatever. Your girl be looking flies. You feel me? But anyway, so I got in the dressing room and I was like, this outfit I have that I picked out is just not me. I'm not feeling it. I put on the other outfit that the lady had. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, damn, I saw a difference. The outfit that I had me looking like I was about 50, 60 years old. Okay? The outfit she had me looking like I was about 25, 30 years old. So I'm like, okay, so your clothes play a role. You feel me? I don't know, something woke me. That lady woke me up that day in that store. When we was at this place buying these clothes, I kid you not, I changed my whole mindset that day. My confidence was low. I realized the confidence that I had on the inside, it was low. Something was off about me, and maybe because I was a fat girl. You know what I'm saying? And trying to camouflage the stomach. See, I probably didn't know how to love me back then, which I really didn't. I was beating myself down. You feel me? But my mindset changed that day when it came down to what you wearing and how you dressing. And so I started like buying clothes that they wasn't too revealing, but it was a little more sexier. Not saying that I was showing off stuff, but it was like more tight fitting. And I realized that even with it being tight, it was like a what they call it, I can't even think of the name of it, but it's when it spandex, I think it's called spandex. Well, it was like making me look smaller than what I was. So the illusion of the fabric, I'm guessing, was like, you're not as fat as you thought you was. And you don't look bad in this type of material. And I loved it. So I stuck with that type of material because it did what it needed to do. Well, I'll say all of this to say that was a wake-up call. It was a lesson, but it was a wake-up call. And I thank God for that woman, because right after meeting her, I just started losing weight. And I realized that, I don't want to be fat. I don't want to die young. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in my 30s. I don't want to be a fat girl. So I dropped down from 367 to 220 pounds. And I still dress very conservative, still cover up, still don't like my skin out because it's not for everybody to see. But my confidence ain't like it used to be, baby. Let me tell you, my confidence is through the roof. What? I ain't about to wear all that stuff hanging out. No. But guess what? I'm proportioned. And I can't show everything. You feel me? And a lot of people be like, girl, you not fat. Like, you just got a lot of big brain when you... Whatever. But I'm working on me. So because I'm working on me, I encourage you to work on you if you want to change something about you. If you don't like the way you dress, change it. If you want to lose some weight, do that. Lose you some weight. Some people say, I can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do anything that you put your mind to do. You know how I lost my weight? I'm going to tell you how I lost my weight. I like dancing. And that's how I lost the majority of my weight, dancing. I was outside. You heard me? I was at the club. I'm not encouraging you to go to the club, but I didn't have no kids. I was a single woman doing my thing. You heard me? So guess what? I didn't have to be inside. I was outside. And I mean, baby, when I tell you losing weight, like I had to lost my mind. And not saying that, that stomach, that stomach went down, but I say, Lord, my stomach gonna always probably be kind of big because I had a C-section. So, I mean, if it don't go down, hey, it's still embraced. I still love me. I love on me. You feel me? So, I encourage you to start building your self-esteem. You heard me? Don't be looking at yourself like, oh, I hate how I look. Oh, I can't stand how I look. No, baby, you better love how you look. When you look in that mirror, you look at what you look like, but you can imagine in your mind what you want to look like. Start working on that. Do you a vision board. If you want to be 213 pounds, be 213 pounds. Start eating healthy. Leave the meat alone if you can. Or if you just want to eat meat, leave the carbs alone. If you like donuts, if you like cookies and cold drinks, leave the sugars and the carbs and the carbohydrates alone. Or leave the salt alone. You know what I'm saying? The potato chips, the french fries, the bread. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Because, baby, if you put some french fries in front of me, I'm telling you, and they the right kind of french fries, I'm going to eat them. I'm a potato chip head. I love potato chips. If I had to come back into this world as something, I would probably want to be a potato chip. But at the end of the day, that's my issue. But I also have medical issues. And I'm working on those medical issues because, see, having high blood pressure is really not good. It's a silent killer. So, of course, I need to let up off the salt. I'm not really a sugar eater. But, I mean, sometimes I might want a Snicker or a Mr. Goodball. You heard me? I'm not the cold drinking type. But from time to time, I might want me a root beer. I'm not the snacking kind of person. Ain't got candy and all of that junk. But I love me a mixed nut trail. And I love seafood. See, that's where I gained the majority of my weight from. Sucking on them crawfish heads. You heard me? Yes, Lord, because when seafood season come around or crawfish season roll around, baby, look, me, my daughter, my sister, we gonna bust 10 pounds of crawfish by ourselves. You heard me? We don't play about no crawfish. You better ask somebody from New Orleans. We don't play about no crawfish, baby. I'm telling you. And you can eat 10 pounds easily by yourself. It's easy. I don't need the corn and the potatoes and the sausage and the turkey neck and the pig feet. I don't need all that, but I ain't gonna lie. Let me hit the city one day, and I just might. But let's get back on topic. Don't let nobody make you feel some type of way. You heard me? It's about you. And it's okay to be confident in who you are. Some people tell me I'm a little cocky and confident, but I am. I'm a little cocky and I'm a little confident. But this is learned behavior. This is how I learned to be. Because guess what? I listen to my friend, Miss Bougie B. You feel me? She's all into the names and the material lifestyle, and I don't knock her. She been like that since we were kids. Always trying to get me to wear a red bottom, or girl, you need to make sure your purse and your shoes match, and girl, you need to make sure and maybe you need to go and shop here and shop there. Girl, let me tell you something. I don't have a name brand purse. My daughter bought me a Coach wallet. I'm not the name brand type. When I was young, my mama made me go and get a job at the age of 12. It was a summer job. And I wanted to go to the Ghetto's Boys concert. My mama said, well, if you want to go to this concert, you got to work for your money. Well, I'm like, okay, well, cool, no problem. 12 years old, I worked up the money. I saved up the money. The next time I got another job, I saved up the money. I wanted to go to another concert. It was Ice Cube and Eazy-E. Oh my God. We talking, Lord, I was about maybe 13, 14. Yeah. We look, I don't want to tell my age, but anyway, I saved up the money to go to these concerts that I paid for because my mama wasn't going to pay for them. But the concert, the Ghetto Boys concert, let me tell you what she did. So I had to go and buy me an outfit for this Ghetto Boys concert. And I was like, man, I don't know what to buy. So I'm not going to lie. My little hands back then, was a little sticky. You know what I'm saying? And living in New Orleans, it was easy to, 5-figure discount some stuff. Now, don't judge me because I was young. And we was young, okay? So I remember going into this store and they had these socks. I ain't gonna lie, I took the socks. God, please forgive me. I'm not a thief no more. I was 13 years old. I ain't have, God forgive me. So I ended up taking these socks, but I ended up buying the shirt and I ended up buying the jeans. And back then the jeans were called used jeans. So the jeans was like, oh my God, I think it was like half of my check. And the shirt, I think, was like maybe $15, $20. And I ended up buying like an Esprit book sack. And I ended up buying a pair of Jordans off the street from this guy. this little dude who was friends with us, like his name was Spike. We was family, you know. So I ended up buying my first pair of Jordans from him. So I was fly for this concert. But let me tell you what my mama did. My mama said, so this what you got for the concert? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, girl, you paid, I think them jeans was like $70-some. She said, you paid $70-some for these jeans? Oh no, you gonna bring them jeans back and you go and find you something else. And I'm looking at my mama like, what? Baby, I got my little, I think it was a 75 cent to catch the bus. I ain't had no car at 13 and 12 and 14. So I had to get back on the bus with them jeans. Go all the way back to Canal Street and go bring these jeans. I had to bring those jeans back, y'all. But please stay tuned in for part 2.